Wall Street is looking at a higher open on Tuesday. A handful of economic data is set for release today, but focuses on Italy as the world's oldest operating bank may be getting a state bailout. On Monday, U.S. indices closed higher as the Dow Industrials reached a new all-time high. Shares in the consumer durables and apparel, banks, and software services sectors were boosted, while shares in the food and staples, as well as retailing, healthcare equipment, and services, as well as capital goods sectors, closed lower at the end of the day. In terms of economic data from Monday, market U.S. services PMI was lower at 54.6 in November, and a final estimate from the 54.7 reading in the previous forecast for October. Separately, market U.S. composite PMI remained unchanged in November. And the ISM non-manufacturing composite increased to 57.2 in November. As for your advancers and decliners in the previous session, 73% of S&P 500 constituents traded higher. And in the after-hours market, Bristol Myers Squibb and Seattle Genetics released first data from its phase study evaluating the Adcetris combo with Opdivo in relapsed or refractory Hodgkin lymphoma. Now, the companies say that the combo data show 90% objective response rate and 62% complete response rate with an acceptable safety profile that is in pre-transplant relapsed or refractory classical Hodgkin lymphoma patients. And Vistra Energy, the S&P ratings affirmed its BB negative corporate credit rating on the company with a stable outlook. Separately, American Airlines, the company's rating was affirmed by Fitch Ratings. It did get a long-term issuer default rating at BB negative with a stable outlook. And moving on to today's earning releases, AutoZone will be releasing first quarter results with EPS seen at $9.31. As for economic data today, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, we will be getting the October trade balance, as well as third quarter non-farm productivity and unit labor costs. At 10 a.m. Eastern, October factory orders will be released. Taking a look at overseas markets, Asia markets were mostly higher today. The Nikkei gained about 0.5%, the Hang Seng up 0.75%, and South Korea's Kospi soaring 1.35%. European indices are gaining ground on Tuesday. As for U.S. equity indices, for the S&P 500 on an intraday basis, the bias does remain bullish. Trading central analysts prefer long positions above 21.95 with targets at 22.14 and 22.25 in extension. As for the Nasdaq and Dow Industrials on an intraday basis, the bias does remain bullish.